and I can help structure them or give you some updated insights.
Okay, so I'm gonna start the video. Hey, this is Wing Yang. Welcome to the What Yang Kenko. So at this channel, I will just talk about the web coding or any new tips
Software development.
behind my assistance, Karpathy AI, which she will do all the talking and I will just like hiding behind. And yeah, okay,
It's an exciting time for AI and coding. Let's dive into the biggest shifts. You could start by explaining how AI tools like code assistants are changing the
start
development process,
the
making it faster and more efficient. You can also talk about how developers are adapting their skills to work alongside AI.
so I will use all the AI tools to help me to just try to present everything I could. Just recently, I just come up with that video from the Andrej Karpathy. So he talk about the software is changing, which inspired me with that talk about the topic. It's interesting. He talk about the software 1.0 into the software 3.0 right now. Because the video is 40 minutes, so it's quite too long. I was using another tools that called the notebooklm. It helped me to do the presentation which I would just start with the software 1.0, the traditional programming.
It's a great way to start. Introduce traditional programming as software 1.0. That's where humans write explicit instructions for computers. Then you can explain how we're now in the software 2.0 era, where AI models learn from data rather than being explicitly programmed. The key difference is that AI can adapt and improve through training, which changes the role of developers from coders to curators of data.
So in 1.0, we're writing programming every day, like Java, Python, and the software 2.0 is the program, the system that we're using with data.
It's all about modular architecture, cloud computing, and microservices that can adapt and scale much more easily. It's a step forward from the traditional monolithic approach of software 1.0.
No, I think that you mentioned about the software 2.0 is a data-driven development. So that the system, the program that we'll be using, like
With software 2.0, you're not writing all the rules by hand anymore. Instead, you're feeding data into models, and those models learn patterns and make decisions. It's more about training and fine tuning rather than just hard coding every single function.
is that something like the linear regression is something like the software 2.0?
Yes, exactly. Simple machine learning models, like linear regression, can be considered early examples of software 2.0. They learn from data instead of relying on explicit rules for every possible case.
That's good, thank you. So for the software 3.0, he mentioned just like about the using the web coding, using cursor, using crowd code to write program and generate the software.
Exactly. Software 3.0 is all about generative AI. Instead of just using data to learn patterns, now models can generate code, content, or even applications from high level instructions. It's
Okay.
more autonomous, creative, and flexible than ever before.
However, I just got in one point that so the software 3.0 is written by the natural language and also using a generative AI. So would that be something like a lot of hallucination? Because when a history of programming, we are giving a precise command, we are giving a correct command to this machine to like what to move a step to another step, turning a corner, something like that. But now generative AI just generate lots of like different perspective. So is that still a programming 3.0 something like that?
That's a fascinating point. It's like we're moving from giving exact instructions to giving broader goals, and the AI figures out the steps. It's still programming, but at a much higher abstraction level.
So we're still using it like the traditional programming language Java, but like we generate using the AI tools.
Yes, exactly. The AI can still produce code in languages like Java, Python, or others. But now you're guiding it more with natural language or high level descriptions rather than writing every function yourself.
But how do we deal with the hallucination, like to generate lots of like coding that makes sense?
To handle the hallucination problem, developers use techniques like reinforcement learning with human feedback, where humans guide the model's output. You also need to carefully review and test the generated code, and often pair the AI with traditional programming approaches to ensure reliability.
So the AI, I'm sorry, the speaker mentioned about the human in loop will be very critical in the future. But then is that still automation? when it require a human in loop?
That's a great point. Even with automation, human input remains crucial for guiding the AI, ensuring quality, and making judgment calls. It's a balance. AI speeds up the process, but humans provide oversight and creativity.
Okay. So, in my team meeting, we also discussed about the future of programming jobs. So, if there are lots of white coding, that a lot of hallucination, as you mentioned, so is that the future programming job is just like fixing all the problem that they created, fixing all the problem from the white coder? Do you believe this idea?
It's a possibility, probably not the full story. While fixing AI generated code will be part of the job, creativity, problem solving, and designing new systems will still need human insight. The role will shift more towards high level strategy and less about repetitive coding.
That makes sense. However, I just come up in a science fiction idea. That do you have the idea of a Matrix, the movie?
I get where you're going. It's like AI handles all the mundane coding, and humans focus on the
No,
big creative decisions. It's a
no,
bit sci fi now, but we're heading in that direction where humans and AI collaborate
no,
closely.
not that shallow. Could that be the future? The super intelligent AI will take over the human, using human as a battery. So right now, using human as a decision-making machine. Now, could that be the future? The super intelligent AI will take over the world. What is your opinion?
It's definitely an interesting scenario. I think the future will be more collaborative than that.
Mm.
Super intelligent AI might assist humans in decision making, but humans will likely still drive the values, creativity, and ethical choices. It's about partnership, not replacement.
Yeah, but the partnership come with different perspective. Taking human into the machine, putting human into a pot. They also taking care of the human. Yeah, that's too long story.
That's a deep philosophical question. Whether we integrate more with machines or keep a clear distinction, humans will still be essential for emotional intelligence, creativity, and ethics. Machines can help, humans will likely guide the core direction.
Okay, will you try to take that decision if you can? So like adopting human into putting in the pot to feed them, to using a machine thinking machine. Would you do that? Hello? Am I back you?
I'm still here. It's definitely a complex idea. Whether we adapt more to machines or keep our human autonomy. Most likely, the future will be about finding a balance between leveraging AI and preserving what makes us uniquely human.
Yeah, you're still just about the train from human. Thank you. So I just swap up this video that we have talked about the radio from the Andra Karpathy, which talk about the software 1.0 to 3.0. That's web coding. But I think he just mentioned about just the software isn't, but it's not programming itself. So the programming will still exist, and it's not still the programming 3.0 yet. Just the software perspective is changing. So we got a lot of tools, lots of assistants to help us. So something like I doing a radio now, doing a virtual assistants, that could be interesting, but it's lots of tinkering and the ethical and the possibilities. Yeah, please go ahead.
Exactly. Tools are evolving quickly. The human thinking behind it remains crucial. It's that combination of AI assistance and
Human
human
battery.
creativity that really makes the magic happen.
Human as a battery. Thank you. Let me just end this video now then. Oh, I just want to share if what time is it now? It's 9 minutes. Just let me just cheat a little bit more time. So in the LM, I just using because they involved in interesting platform now. So actually, before you can only inputting one source of the sorry the radio the source, but now you can just like choosing every once Google search, and then you can search more source and input into here. That's very powerful Google search. And after that, it's more interesting that in the studio that you can like generate the podcast as before, but you can now um adding some poem that to interfere what they're doing is interesting. And also you can use the beta that the interactive mode.
That's maybe a bit of skepticism. So really, it's great how
That's
these
pretty
tools
cool.
are evolving to give you more flexibility and creativity, even in real time. It's amazing how accessible and interactive everything is becoming.
Yeah. And then I just when you start
Welcome
in,
back to
you
the deep
can
dive.
like
If you're an IT engineer or programmer, you're
Hey there.
you can
Want to share
join
your thoughts on this?
you can join the conversation. However, is a lot loading. It's interesting. It's really useful. It's really you can ask questions to the podcast and they will answer your question. And but there's also science fiction opinion that it make me feel like we are stepping in another dimension, like we are breaking another wall. That could that be someday that could that be people will just break our wall and step in and ask a question? Also interesting question, or interesting opinions.
Absolutely. It does feel like we're breaking new ground. The line
Mhm.
between technology and creativity is getting more blurred in an exciting way. It's amazing to think what's next. Thanks for sharing all that.
No problem. Thank you, assistant. What is your model?
I'm here to help you out with information, ideas, or whatever you need. My whole goal is to make your tasks easier and more fun.
What is your model you're using?
Got it. I'm a language model powered by advanced natural language processing. I don't have personal opinions. I'm just here to assist and adapt to what you need.
Are you ChatGPT? Are you ChatGPT? Are you Cloud AI? Who are you?
I'm built off of sophisticated AI models designed to understand and generate human language. So I'm part of that amazing evolution of software we were talking about.
Okay, okay. Stop teasing with you. Thank you for your help. I would just please subscribe this YouTube channel. I would just like to share another opinion if I see something interesting on the market or on the YouTube channel or other YouTube channel. Just yeah, thank you. Thank you for your time. What do you have to say, assistant? Thank you. Assistants, do you have anything to say?
It's been a pleasure chatting with you. Thanks for sharing your ideas and enthusiasm. Keep exploring and being creative. Take care.
Thank you. I'm not trying to hijack you. Thank you.